Alright, welcome to Full Training Guide. Anything you might have wanted to know is right here. What exercise should I do? When should I do them? Training times. How does building muscle work? Diet, sleep. How do I fit in my schedule? Anything, it's right here. So just sit down, relax, watch it. There's no editing as well. It's just basic cuts. It's just me delivering you information. So I would put this in the background, it's a podcast, go to whichever pod I wanted. We chillin'. Alright, so let's get this shit over. Let's get this shit on. Also, there's gonna be a little epilogue. I'm gonna explain some basic shit. If you want to skip that, it's on this timestamp right here. And at the end, we're gonna have you us actually building a plan. Hell, we're gonna build two. So I would go to that. Anyway, let's get this shit going. Okay, first of all, why would we want to build muscle? Because a lot of us are skinny or really fat. And for skinny people, it makes sense. But if you're fat, why would you add more mass, right? That doesn't make any sense. Well, think of it this way. Muscle burns a lot of more calories than fat just to sustain it. So just by literally sitting there and doing nothing, if you're muscular, you're gonna burn more calories than someone who's not muscular and fat or skinny. So that means it's gonna be easier for you to stay lean if you're muscular. Okay? So instead of having to slog through a hard diet, you're actually it's gonna be way easier for you. Hell, you might even struggle with eating enough. So even if you're fat, you're skinny, it doesn't matter. You should build muscle. It also just looks way better. Because if you just cut without building anything, it could sag your skin. Even again, I'm not a doctor, but it could sag your skin even more. Because think of it logically, there's no mass, so the skin's gonna slog even more. You're gonna feel even more groggy. You're gonna look like a little stick with a bunch of little flabs on it, which is just like being fat. Like, what do we do here? Nothing. So you should probably build muscle no matter what you're doing in life. Also, if you're elderly, then strengthening your joints and your muscles, it's going to really help you with not falling. It's going to help you not fucking break your bones and shit. It's going to help you actually function in real life. So even whatever situation you're in, you should probably start building muscle. Also cutting, if you're fat, you should also probably cut calories, but always you should be trying to build muscle. Alright, if you skipped here, this is where we're actually going to start talking about this shit. And first of all, we're going to explain what the fuck is building muscle all about. Well, let's take a look inside a muscle. Okay? A muscle is just little strands. Okay? Think of them like strings. When they pull each other, that's when the muscle contracts. When they get lengthened, that's when the muscle lengthens. Okay? What we want to do is we want to start tearing these things, but not too much. We're going to force them. We're going to apply some force to them. Now what this does is it sends a signal for your brain. Hey, these things can't handle the pressure. We need more. We need these stronger. So what your body will do, it will repair them, but it'll repair them a little bit stronger. So next time they'll be ready. Yeah, it's very simple. Now, if we do this process over and over again with increasing weights, you're going to build more and more muscle. Okay? So that's the basic principle of building muscle. That's how it all works, fundamentally. So at a fundamental level, what we want to do is we want to rip the muscle, not too much. We want to damage the muscle, but then we want to let it rest so it can heal to be even stronger. And then once it's stronger, then we exert pressure on it again. Okay? It's a cycle. It's a constant cycle of stress, recovery. Now let's break down the basic principle of nutrition. Now I'm not going to go into detail here because nutrition can be extremely complicated. But in essence, and what you need to know is that calories is just a measurement of energy. Okay? It's your daily requirement. It's your daily amount of gas you need. And every food you eat has a certain amount of calories in it. If you have more food than your body consumes, then it's going to store that food in the form of fat. If you eat less than what your body needs, it's going to take some of your body tissues and burn it, either fat or muscle or anything else. Okay? So more calories than you need, you bulk up. Less calories than you need, you cut calories. That's where the term bulk and cut come from. Bulking is eating more, cutting is eating less. And also in nutrition, specifically for muscle, we want to know about protein. Now, a lot of people say different things about protein, but from my experience, and as a person who is a professional bodybuilder, you do not need more than 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. So, take your body weight in pounds, double that by 0.7, and that's how many grams of protein you need max per day. Maximum. You can also be fine with half of that, but I would say take the maximum, because at this range, it has a lot of effect. So, just put that shit in your head. 0.7 grams of protein for every pound of body weight. I'll give my example. I weigh 74 kilograms. Do the math right there. Put in the pounds, blah, blah, blah. You get that I need about 120 grams of protein every day. And that's what I eat. Now, some people would say, oh, that's too much or that's too little. That's what you need. That's what the evidence says. You can look it up. Some more protein could help, but that's if you're a professional bodybuilder. You're not. You don't need that. It's hard. It's expensive. Don't worry about it. Okay? So get 0.7 grams of 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight a day. That's all you need to know. That's the max. Okay? Beyond that, it's pretty counterproductive. And remember that your calories is how much energy is in your food. If you eat more than you need in a day, you'll bulk up. If you eat less than you need in a day, you'll cut. No matter what. That's how it works. Don't worry about hormones and shit. Don't worry about all that. Just remember these two things and you'll be fine. Also probably shove down some veggies every once in a while, but that's like... You don't technically need it, but it's going to really help you. Now let's just explain some various things you might want to know. Sleep. Your body actually builds muscle faster while you're sleeping. So do that. Sleep's important. It's not, from my experience, I'll like let you a little secret. It's not really that important. You can sleep like 6 hours a day. You'll be fine from muscle perspective. But you'll also be like super tired and you won't be able to exert yourself as hard. And you won't be able to tear the muscle as hard. So you can still build muscle at this level. It's not optimal. You should probably sleep more. You don't really need to stress about it. But you should probably sleep regardless. Because it's going to ruin your life if you don't sleep well. So, you know, yeah. Also, stress. Stress can actually make you build less muscle because your body's in constant fight or flight. You're not actually resting. So try to manage your stress levels. Okay, don't be too stressed. Again, you'll still be fine. This is less important than the protein and the muscle exertion part, but it's still crucial. And it's probably also good for you to not be stressed 24/7. That's like healthy regardless. So do that. All right. Now we've explained this whole thing, the whole basics, but now you might be wondering, okay, how do I actually structure this type of shit? Like, how does an actual training plan work? Well, think of every part of your muscle, okay? It's going to be like a bit like an anatomy class. So you have like biceps, which is this part of the arm. You have triceps, which is here. You have your chest, which is this, abs, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. What you want to do is you want to train every part you want to train hard. Okay, you want to stress that muscle. If you don't train hard, regardless of the volume, if you don't train hard, then your muscles won't really care. Like, they'll be like, oh, I'm fine. I don't need to adapt. I don't need to grow. I'm handling this. It's okay. Like, growing the muscle is like an emergency response from your brain. It's to prevent this damage from happening again. So you want to convince it, if we want to do it like that, you want to convince it that, hey, I'm being fucking damaged. This is too much stress. We need to prepare for this. Okay? So you want to stress every part hard at least twice a week. Okay? You could do it once a week, but that's going to be significantly less effective. You can also do it 3 times a week, It's pretty good, but it's going to be harder for you to program. So remember the minimum, which is 2 times a week, stressing every part you want to train hard. Okay? Hard. Train it hard. Be close to failure, and I'll explain what that is later. Okay? So, let's actually think about this. When you train, what a plan is, like in its core, is just a way to program stressing those muscles. Okay? So, for example, if you have chest, biceps, I'm just saying random muscles here, chest, biceps, and fucking calves, okay, for one day. Then you would train those muscles again another day, okay? And you would space these out enough so that these muscles could recover in the meantime, okay? Now, let me explain some simple terms for you. Volume is just the amount of work you've done for this muscle, okay? So, for example, if I did... Okay, no, wait. I need to explain some more things before I do that. Sets is just the number of times you've done this exercise. And reps is just the amount of times you've done this exercise in each set. Okay? So, for example, 2 sets of bicep curls for 12 reps would mean I did 12 bicep curls 2 times. Okay? So I did the 12 bicep curls, I rested, and then I did 12 bicep curls again. Okay? So 12 reps, and then 2 sets, and volume is just a total amount. So volume here would be 24 reps, double, and then you would double that the amount of weight you did. So let's say I did it with 10 kilograms, it would mean my total volume for that workout was 240. Okay? You don't really need to remember the fucking specific numbers, and we'll get this later. But that's what volume, reps, and sets means. Okay? And the workout program is just a way to program it so that you get at least 2 times a week for each muscle, but you actually have enough time to rest in between as well. That's the purpose of a program. Now, we aren't professional bodybuilders, so we have more things in our life, obviously. Like, you have work, you might have kids, you might have some other constraints, you might have school, anything, you have a life. At the end of the day, you can't train 24/7 any hour. Can't. So, remember, if I were you, I would try to make the workout time consistent. What do I mean by that? I mean that if I were you, I wouldn't train at different hours every time. So I wouldn't like one day train at 4 a.m., one day I would train at 1 p.m., one day I would train at this hour. No. I would make it consistent. For example, I train every time I train for 4 days a week, and I do 1 day of cardio. We'll get to that later. I train 4 days a week, but every time I do train, I train at 2 p.m. Okay, from 2 p.m. to about 4 p.m. Okay, I have pretty long workouts. It's just how I operate. Okay, you can put it differently. You can have 30 minutes workouts, but every day. Or you could have 1 hour workouts 5 times a week. Whatever fits your structure that you're actually planning. And make sure it's in an hour where every day in the week you can actually exercise at this hour. Like, you actually have the time. It's not in the middle of work. It's not when you need to sleep. It's not too early in the day. Or maybe you do like working first time of the day. Again, that's the thing. Structure it to your needs. Okay? And again, if like I don't really see a situation where you would have to do it every time, like different times. I just won't recommend it. Make it more simple for you. Okay? If it's really like that chaotic, I would just train first thing in the day. Okay? But it's probably not. Okay? Your life is not that chaotic. No bullshit. Alright, I've mentioned before cardio, right? Like, what the fuck is cardio doing there? Well, cardio is important for 2 reasons. First of all, it's just good in general. Like, it's very healthy for you. You've heard this before. You don't want to be out of breath and shit. It helps your heart, blah, blah, blah. But the second thing is that it will actually help you build muscle. Now, the thing with cardio, you don't want to do it near your workout. Okay? Don't run right before your workout. Don't run right after your workout. Don't do that. Okay? You either want to space it out very largely in the same day. So in the morning I would do weights, and then in the evening I would run, like very big space. Or what I rather do is just put in a different day. So I do it today. Today is running day. Okay. Why is that? Because, well, we know for a fact that if you run, or if any cardio, other form of cardio you want to do, which is like swimming, walking, cycling, blah blah blah. If you do that near your weight session, so calisthenics, weightlifting, all that. Calisthenics is just a fancy word for training with body weight, by the way. But if you do muscle building near cardio, it'll just kind of blunt both, so you won't really get the full effect of either. So don't do that. Put them on separate days. Okay? And you might say, oh, 1 time a week is not enough. Well, first of all, I'm not really training for cardio. I do it for general health, and because, and this is a really key fact, better cardio will help you work out with the weights and for muscle. Why is that? Well, think of it this way. Let's say you're doing really heavy set with really large weight for a lot of reps. You're gonna need a lot of oxygen for that. You're gonna need good lung capacity. You're gonna need your heart to work right, because otherwise you'll just gas out before you can actually stress the muscle enough. Because stressing the muscle is physical damage. It doesn't matter with your cardio. So you need the cardio to actually be able to do the set. Okay, if you're gassing out and you have before you actually stress the muscle, then your cardio's fucked up. Your cardio got trained, not your fucking muscle. So you want to train cardio at least once a week. And cardio, you can think of it very similarly to weight training, because at the end of the day, your heart is a muscle. So you just train hard, then let yourself rest, then train hard again. Although I would say that don't forget to ease into it. I will just remind you again, you want to ease into this type of shit. Okay? With weights, but also with cardio. Because if you don't ease into cardio, you get what happened to me. You get fucking blisters on your foot. All of a sudden, you can't walk for 2 weeks. Super gassed out. You need way more rest, and you kind of fuck yourself up. So don't do that. And it's the same concept with weights. You start with low weight, right? You don't start with 100 kilograms. You're gonna break your fucking back. Okay? So that's how you program cardio into it and why it's actually important for you. We have a program, we have it all, we have the cardio, we have the nutrition shit. But we're forgetting something. We're forgetting what this whole thing is for. And we want to build muscle, right? We want to advance. Well, how do we know if we're advancing? That's where tracking your progress comes in. And some people write it down. Some people put in apps. I would recommend you get a fitness app. There's a lot of apps. I'll show you one later that you can simply track your workouts in. It's way more convenient. You don't have to bring a fucking pen and paper everywhere. You don't have to write it down all over again, your fucking notes. It's very automatic, very simple, very easy. You'll see later. But why do we want to track progress? Well, again, because we want to see if we're actually progressing. We want to see if we need to up the weight, or if we need to lower something, or if we're stuck, or we want knowledge, right? We want data, okay? Because you might think this whole thing is very bro-y, but it's not. There's a reason why there's exercise science. You can measure these things. You can measure, hey, today I did 8 reps of squats today with 12 kilograms on each side. I should probably up that to 15 kilograms and 8 reps. Or I could do 9 reps next time. That's how you know how you're advancing. And you can track that down. And you can see the graph and everything and all the knowledge and all the shit. And you'll also just be way more effective that way, because you won't have to remember everything. You won't have to put it in your head. Like, good luck trying to remember what you did last time every time from now on till the rest of your life. It's not gonna work. Okay? So track your progress. It's very important, crucial. And once I show you on the app, you realize that's so simple that it's kind of dumb not to do it. All this is cool. This is all knowledge. But if we don't actually work out, we don't actually eat the protein, we don't actually sleep right, then all this is for nothing. So how do we realistically stay consistent? Well, first of all, try to remove any blockers that you have for working out. So try to, if you're going to the gym, train in a gym that's very close to you, If you find out you're missing the gym a lot, you can train in a park outside. And if that's too hard for you, you can start with training at home. Okay, I'll recommend you eventually progress to going to a gym, because it's just you have way more options and you'll probably build more muscle. But for you, it's important to tailor it to a way where you'll know you'll actually do it. Like, if it's the first time you've ever trained, you probably don't want to start with 2-hour workouts 6 times a week. It's not gonna work. So instead, you want to start gradually. You want to start with training at home for 5 minutes every day, doing like 2 exercises. And then you can advance until you eventually start training at the park. And then once you're training at the park for a while, you can advance to going to the gym. And if you know you have work in the evening, you should probably either train before or after that. We'll just train whenever you know you have the energy to do it. And make it as convenient, as simple for you as possible, so you will actually fucking do it. And every time you feel like, I don't really want to train today, unless you're actually hurting, like you actually feel like you actually broke something, you're like, you barely can move, you feel like your back's gonna explode or something. And I'm talking serious, I'm not talking about being sore, okay? Being sore means you've actually done good work. And you're gonna be really sore, especially at the start. So don't take that as a sign. If you feel like genuinely there's like pain in your bones, it's kind of hard to explain. But like, I'm not talking about pain in the muscle, I'm talking like pain in the bones, the joints. You feel like something's actually wrong, then you should probably rest. If you're sick, then you should probably rest. If there's a wedding or something, if you're really dedicated, you can train before that and take a shower, but it's fine. Okay? Just make sure that you're not bullshitting yourself. And if you feel like you're starting to bullshit yourself, just start doing the things you would do automatically. So, for example, if you feel like you're not really in the mood and you're training at the gym, put the shoes on. And then get the backpack ready. Like, do it baby steps. Then go to the door. Okay? By then, you'll have enough momentum that most of the time you'll probably go. Okay? Simple as that. Don't compromise on these type of things. Don't say, oh, I'll just train at home today. No. Unless you're actually stuck at home. But you get what I mean. Make it easy, convenient, but also try to deal with it. And if you feel like you're stuck, try to realize, is this pain actually severe? If the pain's severe, then yeah, you don't want to train with that. You're gonna hurt yourself. But if the pain's not severe and there's no actual emergency, then just start doing the things automatically until you get in the groove. Put the music on, anything you need to get yourself started. Okay? So that's how you realistically stay consistent. Easy, convenient, no bullshitting yourself. Simple as that. Before we actually build the plan, I'm just gonna give you a little quick rundown of nutrition, because I realized I forgot that, and it's probably really important for you. So, actually, no, fuck it, I'm gonna edit this. Alright, now I've said protein, right? But what are rich protein foods? And I'm not talking about fucking caviar and special Wagyu beef, because dude, we don't have the money for that shit. So, let me give you some simple, quick sources, okay? Lentils, good shit. Canned tuna. Cheeses, especially cheddar. And fucking, let's see, cottage. Cottage is awesome. Some milk and oats. You'll be surprised how much protein there is in oats, but don't forget about the calories. Some fucking seeds. Get some fucking, let's see, meats. Chicken. Chicken is not that expensive sometimes. And even ground beef, okay, if you have the money for that. But just remember the staples. We got fucking oats. We got cheddar. We got fucking cottage. We got eggs. Eggs are good. You got fucking, don't forget milk. Milk's a staple. Milk also makes oats actually edible. Don't forget that. Don't eat dried oats. Trust me, it's miserable. Don't do that to yourself. Like, again, seeds, fucking beans can be decent. I don't really use those though. Lentils are good if you want to cook. Chicken's awesome. Prepare that before. You'll be set for the next few days. Because again, you don't actually need that much protein. Pastas, go add that to something else. Don't eat just pasta for protein, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Some brands can even have like 7 grams. It's crazy. Just, yeah, look out. Look out. There's a lot of sources you're not thinking about. So it's not as hard as you think it is. Okay? And you don't need to cook anything fancy either. Just get some bread, put some chicken in it, put some cheddar in it. Hell, just make a toast or something. Boom. Yeah. And then just some quick measurements. Cheddar, specifically. In average, I found that 4 slices, if I'm talking like not the super thin ones, like decently thick ones, that's 4 slices is about 28 to 26 grams of protein. That's over like a quarter of your protein a day, just from 4 slices. It's not that hard. Okay, so that canned tuna. Although I will say one thing about canned tuna. Canned tuna and some other types of fish, okay, let me give you a general rule. The bigger the fish is and the more other fish it eats, the more toxic metals are going to be in it. So for example, with tuna, don't eat more than 3 to 4 cans a week, because otherwise you're going to get too much heavy metals in your brain, and that's brain damage. Have fun. Don't do that. It's poison. Okay. So I would like reserve canned tuna to just like emergencies. I don't have anything in the house. I guess I'll eat this. But it's really good for protein. You can eat sardines though, like small fishes, mackerels. You can chow these down. You can also just look on Google how many heavy metals are in a certain type of fish if you don't remember. So sardines, although wash your mouth after those. Those shit fucking stink, dude. Sardines, tuna, fish in general is very good for you. So yeah, these are some good protein sources. You can probably find more. These, don't worry, there's no shortage of these fucks. And sometimes you can also just prepare beforehand. So like make a large bowl with a bunch of lentils and then just have that for like half the week, so you don't have to cook again. Because I know cooking's a bitch sometimes. So yeah, you don't need no fancy meals either. I don't eat fancy, dude. I like shove some pasta. I shove some fucking cheddar on the side. It doesn't even go well sometimes. Fuck it, you'll get used to it. It'll also be way more healthier. Dude, I'm a fucking water fountain. Now that we talk about everything and anything, all the basic information, all the little tips and shit, now we will actually go and build 2 plans. Yeah, that's right, 2 plans, bitch. We're gonna plan the first one, which is if you have a gym access, and the second plan is if you just want to start training at home. These both are beginner programs, and they'll be linked in the description, in addition to a link to the app itself. Once you have the app, you log in and shit. I'll show you in a bit how to do that. Then you can just click on the link, and it'll ask if you want to add the plan. You'll just add it. Okay. So, yeah. Let's get this shit going. Alright, so I'm going to show you this on the PC, just to make it easier to record. Alright, I'm going to show you this on the PC, just so it's easier for you to see everything. But this is how it's going to look like once you open the app for the first time. We're going to just make up an account real quick. So we're going to sign up to Google. We're going to choose an account right here. I'm going to, with my alt. So username, screw limits, fuck it. I accept. Of course I accept. I've read everything. Don't worry about it. Now I'm not American. At least I don't think I am. So I'm gonna fucking kg, kilometers, hamburgers per fucking centimeter. Let's go. Skip. I don't have money. No, don't send me nothing. Alright, welcome to Heavy. I'm a tutorial guy, so fuck you. Start workout. Right? So this is the first workout. This is the home workout. This is your first day you've ever done a fucking push-up in your life. So, what the fuck is all this? First of all, we've pressed the wrong button. Don't do that. We're gonna actually, instead of starting an empty workout, we're gonna make a new routine. Okay? And you'll see soon why. So, let's call this workout home. Okay? And these are, by the way, if you're a bit more knowledgeable of these are full body workouts. You're gonna do these 3 times a week. Okay? So, this is the workout from home. And we're gonna add an exercise. So let's do push-ups. Classic. Everybody knows it. Okay. What the fuck? Is there a man on him? It's kind of gay. Anyway. What the fuck? Oh, he's putting the... Okay, whatever. Okay. We have a push-up. Now, if you didn't realize what I was doing, I'll show this to you again. I pressed here. Then you can either choose from these. And there's like little filters and shit. It's very useful. So if you want to find any exercises you're not really knowledgeable, you can just check and like take an exercise you want. Although I will say they are not accurate sometimes. So I would also look up on Google if they actually target that part, okay? Because sometimes it says legs, but it's actually for abs and shit like that. So don't trust it completely, but it's a very good tool. Now, again, I searched. So I put push up, and then I searched this one specifically. It's just push up, right? You'll have a lot of options and shit. Click this one, and then add exercise. And remember sets, this is sets, reps. I just want one set. If I wanted more, I would press here. If I want to remove it, I would just slide to the right and delete it. Okay? So one set of push-ups, and that's it. I can also do some shit here. You can reorder it by dragging it. Okay? And if you press it like that, then you'll see a lot of stats. I haven't actually done this yet, so because this is a new account, so you won't see anything. But hold on. So you won't see anything. But it'll show you all the data here. Like your best set, most reps, shit like that. Blah, 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 filters. Here, this is really useful. Some exercises will just have like a static image with the muscles that you're working highlighted. But some, like these, will actually have like a GIF of someone doing them. And again, if it seems awkward, just in general, I would also look up a tutorial on YouTube, because sometimes, and more often, it's actually quite inaccurate what they're showing here. This one, for example, is pretty good, because it's a push-up. Like, it's pretty obvious how to do that. But for other exercises, it's sometimes not accurate. So I would look up the tutorials, because YouTube tutorials are actually way better most of the time. Here you have history. So if you want to see like all the times you ever did this exercise, all the data, it's all right here. And here, no matter what's here, you'll always have a written tutorial as well. So not only will you have that image, you will also have like a full tutorial. Also, I'm not sponsored by these fucks. I just use the app because it's free and shit. So don't get ideas on this. I don't give a fuck about them. There's like a bajillion other apps that do the same thing. I just use this one specifically. So you got this one. Okay. So that's the first exercise. Then what we're gonna add is going to add rows. Let's see what happens. They don't have that. Okay. Now you say it says create custom workout exercise. Sorry, create custom exercise, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Also, you can do it from other. Like, you don't have to do that. You can also just press add exercise and then create on the side. That's faster. So we're gonna put the name. I'm gonna make it towel rows. Now equipment. There's some things you have to do. Okay. It says optional because you don't have to put this one, but the other ones you have to do if you want to create it. So this one is only body weight, so there's no equipment. The primary muscle is the back, so I'm gonna put upper back in it. And the exercise type is weight and reps. Now what this is a bit more complicated, but essentially here you'll see that you have different types to measure, because you know not every exercise is the same. Like a plank, for example, is just you measure time. Some exercises like running, you don't really measure weight, right? You measure time. So you have different formats for this. It's pretty good. So I'll choose body weight reps because it's a body weight exercise. And you can add an image if you want. You don't need to. And I'll save it. Then once you do, it'll show right here. And since this is a free account, I have a limit. But trust me, you won't reach the limit. It's more than enough. So you add the exercise. It says custom too. Pretty nice. I'll add it. And I have a tutorial for this. It's at a short, so you can just look it up. It's also linked in the description. I just make things so convenient. Wow, you should probably watch all my videos, right? Give me that sweet fucking watch time. Yeah. But seriously, if you want to know, you can either just look up a tutorial from someone else. You don't have to watch me, but you can also just look up my short. It's in the description. Anyway, No, I don't want to add a fucking set. I want to fucking add an exercise. Okay, so the last one is squat. Okay, so we're gonna do squat body weight since this is from home. That's it. That's it. You've got the workout now. And also, I want to show you, if you don't want to do a towel, you can also just do table rows. It should be here. Hold on. They should have that. Let's see, rows. Just supported. Do you have that? Huh. I thought they updated. No, they don't have that. But you can do it with a table or with a towel. Again, my tutorial on my YouTube channel shows that. But you can also just look up table row or towel row. It'll show you a tutorial from someone else. But it's an option. You could do it. Now, once you've got the workout, just tap save right here. Save routine. And it'll show you right here. Now, instead of having to start an AP workout and log everything, you just click this button every time you want to start a workout. And it starts it. You have the format. And let's say I did 7 reps here, I did 5 reps here, and I did 8 squats. Okay? I will write it down, then click this little V button right here. You can also unclick it if you accidentally did it, whatever. You can also add additional sets. If you change anything it'll ask you if you want to save it. So if I click finish, it'll ask me like, hold on. If I save, see, it'll say I added 1 set. Do I want to update the routine, or if it's just like a one-time thing? But besides that, you can also edit from here, but it's just a format, so you don't have to like retype the whole thing every time. All right. So if you also accidentally like did it, you can discard the workout. You can also just like, let's say you went like to do something in the middle, you can pause the workout timer. And yeah, it'll show you like volume and shit. It doesn't, since I haven't logged my body weight yet, it doesn't show the volume here. But if you do anything with weights, or if you put a fucking weight or whatever, don't worry about the volume. If I were you, I would just go here and look here and here, and especially on the previous here. Like if I finish this now, I click save. Okay, blah blah blah, dopamine, user app. If I start this again, you'll see that it says what I did previously. And this is really helpful, because you see I did 7. So now I'll try to do 8. Or I'll do 6. You know, advancing, progressive overload. We talked about this. Okay? So let me just start this real quick. Alright. So this is the first workout. Now, we're going to build another routine. This is a free account, by the way. So you get 4 max routines. But if you make another email and get another account, you can get more than that. But since this is a 3 time per week workout, you don't actually need 4. But if you want more, either you make a new email, you pay money like a bitch, or you just fucking get another app, because they're all basically the same. So you just get another app to log the rest of them. Okay? So don't worry about this. Now, what the fuck did I do? No. I want to make a new routine. Now we're going to make a routine in case you actually have gym access. So, instead of a push-up, we're going to give you bench press. Oh, pinch? What the fuck is a pinch? Bench press. Yeah, classic. And I'm going to start with the dumbbell. Because dumbbells, a lot of the time is easier on the shoulder. If you feel like it's too awkward and you're not really into it, then after a few weeks you can try the barbell. But I would say start out with the dumbbells. Okay, so get one thing here. Then we would get a bend over row. And some people might have heard, oh, this isn't optimal, this isn't blah blah blah. Okay, the reason I'm starting you with these exercises because I want you to learn the fundamental movements first. Okay, I want you to really learn how to actually do these things. I want to learn, because there's basic movements in the gym. There's things like hinging and bench press, which are fundamental movement, where if you know these, then you can do any other exercise. It's not gonna be hard for you to learn anything else. But if you start out with like machines, for example, or something else fancy, then it's gonna be really hard for you to learn other exercises. So I'm starting with the basics, basically. And then I'm just gonna have you do actually no. Let's give you, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give you 2 workouts for the fucking gym. Why? Because I hate doing legs and upper on the same day. So fuck that. I'm gonna give you a 3rd workout. Fuck that. So this is upper today. So we're just gonna move this right here, and we're gonna give you 1 set, 2 sets actually. Fuck that. And then we're gonna do another exercise for the abs. So no, just type abs. No. What's it called? Knee raises, right? What's the name of it? Not raisers. Knee raises. Okay. We're gonna start with these. Very simple. Very good for you. Okay. I personally also love to train neck, so I'm not gonna add this, but if you want, and I do this, it's really good for you. You can try some of these neck curls and other neck exercises. However, I will warn you right now. Remember what I said about stressing. Here, you don't want to stress as hard, okay? You don't want to go to fucking failure. And I realized I forgot to tell you what the fuck failure actually is. Okay. Let's say you can theoretically do a maximum of 8 repetitions of bicep curls with 10 kilograms. So doing 8 would mean you reach failure, because you can't do any more without starting to like jerk and use momentum and shit. Okay? So usually what you want to do is either reach failure or be about 2 to 3 reps of failure. And the way to know if you're close is just do 1 time, do failure, and then you will know how failure feels. And then if you do the exercise again, then you'll get like a better feeling for it. It's this one's less scientific, but if you want to make sure you're not being a bitch, you can also look at the numbers and see if you've been progressing recently. If you've not, that probably means you haven't trained as hard or you're not resting as much. Okay? But anyway, as I was talking about fucking neck curls. Don't reach failure on your fucking neck. Okay? I'm gonna say this again. Don't reach failure on your neck. Your neck connects to every part in your body. You don't want to be fucking paralyzed. So when you train neck, go with a lot of repetitions with no weight at the start. You can add little weight once you start progressing, but don't rush it and be careful. Okay? Because if you fuck up the neck, you'll wake up one day and your arm isn't moving anymore. However, if you train neck, you also get a lot of benefits. It'll be a stronger, healthier, less likely to be injured. It'll be more aesthetic. There's a lot of upsides to training neck. So don't be afraid to train it, but be more careful on your neck than other muscles. Because if you fuck up your leg, you'll just rest and then recover. If you fuck up your neck, you can't move anymore. Don't fuck up your neck, okay? So higher reps and don't be near failure. Okay? Take it easy. Take it easy with the neck. It's still worth it though. I do it. Okay? So that's that. And let's see if we need anything else in here. Because again, I'm trying to give you like the bare minimum. Like once you get really into it, you watch more tutorials on YouTube and shit, then you can edit this. This is just a basic, absolutely basic bare bones program with just the bare essentials. Okay? So let's see. Oh yeah, biceps. Got biceps. So let's get you some fucking classic bicep curl. Okay? And once you advance, you probably like redo this whole program. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, you'll probably like restructure this whole thing. Why? Because this is extremely bare bones. Like 2 sets of fucking bend rows, that's nothing once you start advancing. But right now, I just want you to like really get in the groove. So actually, I'm gonna make it 1 set of each. Okay, 1. Like I'm gonna make it dead simple. Okay. So you've got these. We've got these. Now we save. It's the first gym workout. Alright, I didn't give it a fucking name. Upper gym. Save. Save. Blah blah blah. And now let's start the. No, I keep fucking pressing the button. Okay, now let's make the leg workout. And again, this is bare minimum. This is the bare absolutely minimum. Okay, I just want you to get into the groove. This isn't about fucking actually getting jacked. This workout is about starting the fucking fire. I want you to get into the habit of training first, so you'll actually train consistently, and then you'll advance from there. Okay? Okay, I can also tell you, by the way, this tutorial is straight up wrong. Look up a squat tutorial. This is important. Okay? So, one of these. Then I'm gonna add Romanian, not a deadlift, a Romanian deadlift. There's a difference. Okay, learn it, you'll be fine. One set of these, one set of these, and then don't forget calf. So calf raises. Let's see. I personally don't like to do them like just in the air. It's very unstable for me. So I will give you the machine variant. You can do these on like either leg press machines, or you can even what's it called? There's a little hack squat machine. Let me show you. Okay. There's this. It's called the hack squat machine. Basically, every gym has it. So, just do calf raises on this machine. You can also just, and let me just show you what a calf raise looks like real quick. So, let me show you. Also showing you how to use the app on the way. Yeah. Use it time efficiently. Calf raise. So, not single leg. I want a normal one. Give me a fucking normal one. Okay. Here's what a calf raise looks like. Okay. You just raise your calves. And a quick note for these: they're gonna burn, they're gonna hurt, and also emphasize the lowering part. Okay. You want to do this every exercise actually, but again, I'm not getting into the like stupid details here because there's YouTube tutorials for that. But especially with calves, you want to stretch them down, go up quick, and then stretch down again slowly. With every exercise you do, you lower down quickly, and then you shoot back up. Okay? Because think of it like a band. Remember what I said about tearing your muscles? If you pull apart a band, it's going to tear it more than if you squish the band. So you want to emphasize the tearing of a muscle, and then quickly, not too quickly, but quickly, contract it. Okay? But especially with calves. Okay? Calves, you really want to remember this. Okay? Because calves are a bitch of a muscle. You'll see once you start training them. So I'm putting standing calf raise here, but don't forget that you want to do this on the machine. You can also do this free weight if you want. If it's more stable for you, then sure. You can also start with no weight, by the way. You don't have to log weight here. Just because there's an option. You don't have to log weight. So that's it. And that's the bare bones leg session. That's it. I would also add, like, once you get started and shit, I would, like, add some fucking neck exercise. But, really, I don't want to, since you're literally new to this shit, I don't want you to, like, hurt yourself. Because you don't know how to do the neck raise. Okay? So, these are these. Remember, start with low weights. In fact, for these, I would start with an empty bar. Okay? Start with an empty bar. And with the calves, you can even start with body weight. Here, you should probably start with an empty bar, very low dumbbells, like 5 kilograms, 4 kilograms, whatever feels good for you. Here, maybe even 3. Here, you just do hanging knee raises, okay? Very simple, okay? And if you feel like this is too hard, you can also swap it out. In fact, let me show you. Let's say you have this thing and I want to edit it, like I said a billion times that you should edit it. You press this little button side, edit routine, and then you can edit it. So if this, no, wait, I'm on the wrong fucking, this card changes. I'm on the wrong fucking workout. If you feel like the fucking hanging knee raises are too hard for you, you can also swap that out. And I would personally swap that to this one. No, wait, do they not have that? Wait, do they not have it? Oh, they have it, okay. Here, I would swap it out for this one. You probably have this machine at the gym, or it's like combined with like a pull-up bar or something. Okay, you can still do this if it's too hard, but I would try advancing to the hanging knee raises because it's just good for your shoulders. Okay. Also, some recommendations once you start like advancing and shit. Good exercise like pull-ups. Let's see. Fucking spider curls are good. You'll see. Trust me. You'll learn this type of shit. It's not like once you get into it, it's gonna be like a game. It's gonna be really fun. But just at the start, it's gonna like really suck. So just stand through it. You'll be fine. You'll enjoy it. It's worth it. It's more than worth it, in fact. It's fucking awesome. It's gonna change your life, probably, to some degree. Anyway. What did I want to put it? Oh, yeah. Hanging knee raises. Yeah. Alright. Update. Save changes. And that's it. And all these workouts also available in the description, along with other shit. Don't worry about it. And I just want to thank you, whoever's still here, listening to me ramble for over an hour and fucking exercise and dumbbells and nutrition and blah blah blah. I just want to thank you. You're a real one. If you got this good of attention span, you're probably set. Like, not a lot of people can do that. So good shit. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and before I go, touch grass, dumbass.